welcome to our channel, your ultimate destination for everything WWE. Today we're diving into a deeply emotional topic, the tragic deaths of legendary wrestlers who left us far too soon. From shocking accidents to heartbreaking health issues, these stories remind us of the sacrifices these superstars made. And that's not all. We've got some very upsetting news about Seth Rollins. Make sure to stay till the end for all the details. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more WWE updates. Billy Graham, born Eldridge Wayne Coleman on June 7, 1943, was a towering figure in the world of professional wrestling. With his magnetic presence and unmatched charisma, Graham became a trailblazer whose larger-than-life persona would go on to shape the future of the sport. His style was anything but ordinary. He donned elaborate feathered boas, glitzy sunglasses, and skin-tight tights, turning the wrestling ring into his own personal stage. This flamboyant flair was not just for show, as his performances were as powerful and electrifying as his appearance. Graham's ability to captivate an audience with his self-assured bravado, catchy catchphrases, and bold persona was groundbreaking and left an indelible mark on the industry. Graham began his wrestling career in the mid-1960s, where his physique, muscular and sculpted, became as much a part of his identity as his attitude. His 1970s reign as the WWF Heavyweight Champion became one of the defining periods in wrestling history. He held the title for several months, during which his magnetic appeal helped to expand wrestling's reach to a broader audience. This era saw Graham rise to prominence, with his character and persona influencing future wrestling icons like Hulk Hogan and Jesse Ventura, who adopted similar flamboyant qualities. Beyond the squared circle, Billy Graham found success in television and film, showcasing his versatility and solidifying his place in pop culture. His influence extended far beyond his own matches, with many wrestlers citing him as a crucial influence in their own careers. Graham's later years were marred by health complications, and his death was attributed to multiple organ failure, a condition that was exacerbated by years of complications stemming from his past steroid use, along with a history of health struggles, including diabetes and heart issues. Despite his passing, his impact on wrestling is enduring, with his legacy living on through the stars he inspired and the unforgettable moments he created. Masa Saito was a legendary Japanese professional wrestler known for his powerful in-ring style and his success both in Japan and the United States. Born Masanori Saito, he carved out a reputation as one of the toughest and most technically proficient wrestlers of his era, blending strength and skill to make a lasting impact on the sport. Saito started his career in Japan, but quickly made waves internationally, particularly in North America. His notable success came in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and other prominent U.S. promotions, where he was one of the first Japanese wrestlers to make a significant mark in American wrestling. Known for his hard-hitting approach, Saito brought a blend of traditional Japanese wrestling techniques and a rugged, brawling style that earned him respect in every ring he entered. One of the most infamous moments of Saito's career came when he was involved in the notorious McDonald's incident alongside Ken Patera, leading to a prison sentence in the U.S. Despite this, his career remained storied, with many recalling his dominance in the ring rather than his off-the-mat controversies. Saito would later return to Japan, where he continued to thrive, becoming a major star in New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW. In Japan, Saito's rivalry with Antonio Inoki stood out, especially their famous Island Death match, an extraordinary and brutal contest fought on an isolated island that lasted over 2 hours. This match remains one of the most talked about in wrestling history and exemplified Saito's endurance and toughness. Masa Saito's influence extended beyond his time in the ring, as he helped bridge the gap between Japanese and American wrestling, leaving a global legacy. Saito passed away at the age of 76, but his contributions to professional wrestling remain indelible, celebrated by fans and fellow wrestlers alike for his grit, skill, and pioneering presence in the sport. Melissa Coates, born on June 18, 1971, was a talented athlete and entertainer known for her dynamic contributions to professional wrestling. Coates initially made a name for herself in bodybuilding, earning several championships due to her impressive strength and physique. She later transitioned into professional wrestling, where she competed under the ring name Thunder Kitty. Her wrestling career spanned various promotions, including World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, and several independent circuits, where she gained recognition for her unique blend of strength, agility, and charisma. Coates was particularly notable for her advocacy of women in sports, striving to break barriers for female wrestlers. She participated in diverse wrestling styles, including hardcore wrestling, and was known for her engaging personality and connection with fans. During her time in WWE, she was part of storylines that showcased both her athleticism and charm, earning her a dedicated fan base. Her contributions were vital in bringing greater attention to women's roles in the wrestling industry, helping to pave the way for future generations of female wrestlers. Beyond the wrestling ring, Coates was a vocal advocate for mental health awareness. She openly shared her own struggles, encouraging others to seek help and support when facing mental health challenges. This transparency made her an important figure, not only for her wrestling talent, but also for her positive influence in advocating for mental well-being. Tragically, Melissa Coates passed away on June 23, 2021, at the age of 50. Her death was the result of complications related to a blood clot, which followed a recent surgery she had undergone. Coates' sudden passing left a lasting impact on the wrestling community, where she is remembered for both her in-ring accomplishments and her dedication to improving the industry, particularly for women, and her advocacy for mental health. Fabulous Moolah, born Mary Lillian Ellison on July 22, 1923, was one of the most influential and groundbreaking figures in professional wrestling at the age of 84. Moolah's legacy is marked by her pioneering contributions to women's wrestling, though her career is not without controversy. Moolah began her wrestling career in the 1940s, at a time when the sport was dominated by men. She faced significant challenges in a male-centric industry, but her determination and skill made her one of the most enduring stars of her era. Moolah's most notable achievement was her record-breaking reign as the NWA World Women's Champion, which lasted an astonishing 28 years, from 1956 to 1984. This historic title run cemented her place in wrestling history and solidified her as a symbol of female empowerment in a male-dominated sport. In addition to her in-ring success, Moolah played a critical role as a trainer and promoter, nurturing the careers of many future stars in women's wrestling. Her influence extended beyond her personal accomplishments as she helped to shape the course of women's wrestling in the decades to follow. However, Moolah's legacy is marred by allegations of exploitation and manipulation of female wrestlers under her tutelage, with accusations that she mismanaged finances and controlled their careers in problematic ways. Despite these controversies, her contributions to wrestling remain undeniable. Moolah passed away due to natural causes at the age of 84. Her death was linked to complications from her advanced age, although it marked the end of an era for women's professional wrestling. Despite her complex legacy, Moolah's role in breaking barriers for female wrestlers cannot be overlooked, and she remains a seminal figure in the sport's history. Bobby Eaton, born Robert Lee Eaton on August 14, 1958 in Huntsville, Alabama, was a beloved and highly respected professional wrestler, widely regarded for his technical prowess, versatility, and contributions to the tag team division. Eaton's wrestling career spanned more than 4 decades, during which he became known as one of the most skilled and innovative performers in the industry. Eaton began his wrestling journey in the late 1970s and quickly established himself as a standout performer with his blend of agility, technical expertise, and high-flying moves. He is best remembered for his legendary work with the Midnight Express, a tag team that became a cornerstone of professional wrestling. Partnering with Dennis Condrey, Stan Lane, and later working under the management of Jim Cornette, the Midnight Express achieved immense success in major promotions like the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Eaton's wrestling style, which combined precision and charisma, helped elevate the team to superstardom. Throughout his career, Eaton won numerous championships, including multiple tag team titles across several promotions, and earned praise for his incredible in-ring ability. While his tag team success was undeniable, Eaton also enjoyed a solid singles career, showing his adaptability and range as a performer in various wrestling organizations. Sadly, Bobby Eaton, at the age of 62, the cause of death was a heart attack, which reportedly followed complications from a fall he had suffered earlier in the year. His passing was met with an outpouring of love and respect from the wrestling community, who remembered him not only for his remarkable skill, but for his warm personality and dedication to the sport. Bobby Eaton's legacy as one of the all-time greats in wrestling lives on through the countless wrestlers he influenced and the fans who adored him. Michael Charles Jones, better known by his ring name Virgil, was born on April 7, 1951 in Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania. He became a prominent figure in the world of professional wrestling, particularly known for his tenures in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. His dynamic personas and impactful moments in the ring made him a memorable character in the wrestling community. Jones's journey into professional wrestling began after meeting veteran wrestler Tony Atlas, who recommended him for training. He started his career in Championship Wrestling Association in Memphis in 1985 as Soul Train Jones, where he quickly rose to prominence. Jones won the AWA International Heavyweight Championship, holding it for 106 days, and later teamed with Rocky Johnson to win the AWA Southern Tag Team Championship. His technical abilities and presence in the ring earned him respect in the regional circuits. In the WWF, Jones became widely recognized as Virgil, the bodyguard for the infamous Million Dollar Man, Ted DiBiase. His eventual turn against DiBiase, culminating in a victory for the Million Dollar Championship, became one of the most iconic moments of the early 1990s. This shift from villainous sidekick to underdog hero made Virgil a fan favorite and secured his place in wrestling history. Virgil later transitioned to WCW, where he performed under various ring names, including Vincent, Curly Bill, and Soul Train Jones. As a member of the NWO New World Order faction, Virgil participated in some of the most defining storylines of the era. In his post-wrestling years, Virgil found a second wave of fame through social media, becoming the subject of viral memes and fan tributes, which continued to celebrate his career and larger-than-life persona. Virgil, at the age of 72 after a battle with health complications, including colon cancer and strokes. Despite these struggles, his legacy in the world of professional wrestling remains influential, and his unique contributions are fondly remembered by fans. Seth Rollins, born Colby Daniel Lopez, is widely recognized as one of WWE's most gifted and dynamic superstars. Known for his breathtaking athleticism, high-flying maneuvers, and intense in-ring style, Rollins has established himself as one of the most consistent performers in professional wrestling. His career has been marked by numerous accolades, including multiple championships, memorable matches, and the creation of some of WWE's most iconic moments. However, despite his undeniable talent and success, Rollins' journey has also been defined by a series of significant injuries, particularly to his knees. These injuries have not only tested his physical limits, but also shaped his career trajectory in ways that few could have predicted. In this article, we take an in-depth look at the injuries that have affected Seth Rollins' career, the impact these injuries have had on his performance and public perception, and the ongoing rumors about his health and future in the wrestling business. The physical cost of greatness. Major injuries throughout Seth Rollins' career. 2015, the devastating knee injury. The first major setback in Seth Rollins' career occurred on November 4, 2015, during a WWE live event in Dublin, Ireland. Rollins, who was in the midst of an extremely successful run as WWE champion, was defending his title against the Demon Kane. During the match, Rollins attempted a sunset flip powerbomb, a move he had executed countless times in his career. Unfortunately, this time, something went wrong. As he performed the move, Rollins' knee buckled awkwardly when he collided with the turnbuckle, causing a devastating injury. Medical examinations following the incident revealed that Rollins had torn his ACL, MCL, and medial meniscus, 3 major ligaments in the knee. This injury required immediate surgery, and Rollins was forced to relinquish the WWE Championship, a title he had worked so hard to obtain. The recovery process was grueling, requiring extensive rehabilitation under the care of renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews. Rollins was sidelined for approximately 6 months, and his return was met with thunderous applause at WWE's Extreme Rules event in May 2016. Though the injury was a heartbreaking blow to Rollins' momentum, his triumphant return to the ring signified the beginning of his reputation as one of the most resilient athletes in WWE history. The recovery from this injury required a level of physical and mental fortitude that would serve as a testament to his ability to overcome adversity. 2017, a new setback, another knee injury. Just as Seth Rollins was beginning to regain his momentum following the 2015 injury, disaster struck again. On January 30th, 2017, during an attack by Samoa Joe on WWE's Monday Night Raw, Rollins once again injured his knee. This time, he sustained a torn MCL, the ligament responsible for stabilizing the knee joint. While the injury was not as severe as his previous knee injury, it still placed him on the shelf temporarily, just weeks before he was scheduled to face Triple H in a high-profile match at WrestleMania 33. The timing of the injury was particularly frustrating for Rollins, as he had been building towards a major feud with Triple H, a feud that had been a focal point of WWE's storyline for months. Despite the injury, Rollins was able to return in time for the match, donning a knee brace and adjusting his in-ring style to minimize strain on his knee. The match at WrestleMania 33 was a testament to Rollins' resilience, as he delivered a memorable performance against Triple H, a match that many still regard as one of the best of that year's WrestleMania. While Rollins' knee injury in 2017 was less severe than his 2015 setback, it still underscored the vulnerability of his body and the significant toll that repeated physical exertion had on his joints. Rollins' ability to continue competing at a high level despite the injury only solidified his reputation as one of WWE's most tenacious and driven superstars. 2023 to 2024. Chronic knee issues. The lingering pain. Fast forward to recent years, and Rollins' knee troubles have not subsided. reports began to surface that Rollins was struggling with chronic knee issues, particularly a torn meniscus and MCL. These reports raised concerns about his long-term health, especially given the history of knee injuries that Rollins had experienced over the years. Unlike his previous injuries, where immediate surgery was required, Rollins opted for a more conservative approach, continuing to perform while managing his pain through physical therapy and rehabilitation. This decision to push through the pain was a direct reflection of Rollins' commitment to WWE and his passion for wrestling. Even with the nagging injuries, he continued to appear on television, compete in matches, and maintain his presence as one of WWE's top superstars. However, the reality of chronic knee problems means that Rollins must constantly manage his condition, and the possibility of a more significant injury always looms on the horizon. Fans and analysts alike have speculated about the possibility of Rollins taking another extended break from the ring to undergo surgery or to give his body the time it needs to heal properly. But as of now, Rollins continues to persevere, proving that he is far from done as a major player in WWE. Separating fact from fiction, the rumors surrounding Seth Rollins' health. With Seth Rollins' history of knee injuries, it's no surprise that rumors about his health and potential retirement have circulated over the years. Some fans and critics have been quick to speculate about his future, given the severity of his injuries and the ongoing concerns about his knees. Let's take a look at some of the most common rumors surrounding Rollins' health and separate fact from fiction. Rumor number 1. Seth Rollins is on the verge of retirement. This is perhaps one of the most persistent rumors surrounding Rollins' career. Given the number of knee injuries he has suffered, many believe that Rollins' time in WWE is limited. The speculation is based on the fact that Rollins has been open about his physical struggles and the toll his injuries have taken on his body. However, there is no concrete evidence to suggest that Rollins is planning to retire anytime soon. While he has acknowledged the physical challenges of his career, Rollins remains deeply committed to professional wrestling and continues to compete at a high level. His passion for the business and his desire to leave a lasting legacy in WWE make it unlikely that he will retire any time in the near future. Rollins himself has dismissed the idea of retirement, and, for now, he remains as active as ever in WWE. Rumor number 2. Rollins needs immediate surgery and will be out for a year. While Rollins has dealt with chronic knee pain, he has not publicly stated that he requires surgery at this time. Instead, Rollins has opted for a more conservative approach, managing his injuries through physical therapy, rehabilitation, and adjustments to his in-ring style. If surgery were necessary, WWE would likely address the situation in an official capacity, but as of now, there is no indication that Rollins requires a lengthy recovery period. Rumor number 3. His knee issues have made him a liability in the ring. Despite the ongoing issues with his knees, Seth Rollins remains one of WWE's most reliable and consistently high-performing superstars. While his injuries have occasionally slowed him down, they have not rendered him a liability in the ring. Rollins has continued to perform at an elite level, adapting his wrestling style to mitigate the risk of further injury. His ability to work through pain and still deliver incredible matches speaks to his professionalism and dedication to the craft of wrestling. Rumor number 4. WWE is considering reducing his in-ring schedule permanently. The idea of reducing Rollins' in-ring schedule has been floated by some analysts, especially given his history of injuries. While discussions about reducing the schedules of top superstars are common, there has been no official confirmation that WWE is planning to significantly reduce Rollins' in-ring appearances. It is possible that WWE may adjust his schedule to ensure that he remains healthy in the long term. but Rollins is still regularly appearing on WWE programming and participating in major events. The mental and physical toll of injuries. In addition to the physical strain of his injuries, Seth Rollins has also spoken about the mental and emotional toll that repeated setbacks have had on him. The process of rehabilitation is physically demanding, but the uncertainty of whether one will return to peak performance can be emotionally draining. Rollins has openly discussed the feelings of frustration and self-doubt that come with being sidelined for months at a time. Throughout these challenging moments, Rollins has credited his support system, including his wife, WWE superstar Becky Lynch, for helping him navigate the emotional hurdles associated with his injuries. The support of his family, friends, and colleagues has played a crucial role in helping him maintain his focus and determination to return to the ring. Looking ahead, the future of Seth Rollins. As Seth Rollins continues to battle through his knee issues, it's clear that his future in WWE will require careful management of his physical health. While the possibility of future injuries remains a concern, Rollins' experience in handling adversity suggests that he will take every precaution to extend his career. His passion for professional wrestling, coupled with his unrelenting resilience, makes it likely that we will continue to see Rollins performing at a high level for years to come. Fans can expect Rollins to adjust his in-ring style to minimize strain on his knees, possibly incorporating more rest periods between matches to ensure his long-term health. If WWE does eventually reduce his schedule, it will likely be a strategic move to preserve Rollins' career and ensure that he remains one of the most dominant figures in WWE. Conclusion. Seth Rollins' career has been defined by his ability to overcome the challenges that come with being one of WWE's top superstars. Despite enduring multiple knee injuries throughout his career, Rollins has continuously bounced back, proving that his resilience is just as important as his incredible athleticism. While rumors about his health and future continue to circulate, Rollins remains committed to WWE and his passion for wrestling. His journey serves as an inspiring reminder of the mental and physical strength required to succeed in professional wrestling, and why he continues to be one of the best in the business.